Welcome guys, I've had a lot of new subscribers this past week and I am so grateful. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you so much. This week I'm going to do the mommy tag video. Now I know there's been a lot of these around for years on YouTube. There's different variations, different lists of questions, and everyone kind of has their own take on them. I've seen different perspectives from like an older, mature mom all the way down to a new mom who just gave birth like a minute ago or something. But since I have had some new people join our community, I thought, hey, why not do the mommy tag video? But I'm going to do it differently because I want to separate myself from the pack of videos out there. And yeah, I want to really niche down the perspective, make it more relevant and interesting for you, as well as the content on my channel. So with that being said, guys, let's get to it. Alright guys, let's get comfortable. Now I know majority of these videos have a list of 20 questions, right? However, just to keep you guys in there for the long haul, I am going to narrow it down to 10 dignified, informative questions. Oh, come on. Guys, she's only doing that because she's a country girl who likes to talk. Hey there, editing Cindy. You're just cranky because you're coming down off of this morning's coffee high. Okay, now guys, listen, focus. I'm only doing 10 questions, and at the end of each question, I'm going to add on the phrase with a disability. This is really hopefully going to separate me from the pack of other mamas out there and also give you a little bit more information on me and my background and where I'm coming from as a legally blind mom. So again, the tag phrase with a disability, it might be at the end of a question, the middle, the beginning, whatever makes sense, okay? Now, editing Cindy, jump in there. Let's hear the first question. Thank you. Okay, question number 1 is, what is the best and worst thing about being a mom? Oh my, that's like 2 questions in one. That's cheating. And you forgot to add with a disability, girl. Come on, wake up. The best thing, okay, we all VIPs say, we don't see all the gross stuff in life, right? The icky stuff. And I have to say that applies to motherhood, especially in the beginning, because there's a lot of spit up, there's a lot of pee, there's a lot of poo, and it sometimes ends up on you. So to not be able to see all the nasty, icky stuff in addition to smelling it and feeling it on you and cleaning it up, yeah, I gotta say, it's a pretty good benefit to not be able to see all that stuff. The worst thing about being a mom with a disability is just like before having kids, I would say transportation. Now it's even doubly, triply so. Car seats are just a pain in the butt to deal with, getting in and out of Ubers and buses or what have you. Just traveling with a baby is more difficult. Related to that too, guys, is even when my husband is here and able to watch the kids and say, hey, honey, take a break for a little while, I still cannot get out of the house easily. I can't separate myself, find that freedom and identity away from my kids and my family. So that's difficult, and it gets a little claustrophobic feeling. It's like the saying goes, too much of a good thing is still too much of a good thing. So true. Okay, question number 2 is, what 3 habits should every mom with a disability acquire? Ooh, 3 habits. Number 1, I would say organization. Kids in the home, you just have to amp that game up, guys. I have to be way more organized now than I used to be. So that's a good habit. Get used to being hyper organized because it does make it easier. Number 2, I would say, guys, get used to cleaning because, oh my gosh, it was just myself and my husband before the kids, and our messes were pretty minimal, right? With kids, cleaning, holy cow, whole new ball game here. So get used to cleaning. There will be a lot of it. Number 3, get in the habit of really good communication, because kids can make communication between you and your partner really difficult, especially when you guys are going 110 miles an hour on very little sleep, with careers and taking care of the kids and all that stuff. It's difficult to check in with each other. Things change, people move away, friends and family, come and go out of the picture, and it's really important to know, okay, who's the backup plan? Where are your contingencies? And in case of an emergency, all that stuff. So work on your communication. Make sure you all are on the same page. That is a continuous habit that you and your partner have to work on throughout your parenthood. Okay, question 3. What was the biggest fear becoming a mom with a disability? Oh, this is a good one, guys. I think every new mom, regardless of disability, has fears and anxieties. But I do think we do take on a bit more, just trying to figure out how are we going to adapt, creative thinking, what are we going to do in this situation, all of those things. And so safety would be one of my biggest fears looking back, just generally the umbrella of it. I was scared, what if my baby got a hold of something and started choking or swallowed something they shouldn't have, that kind of thing. All of those types of kind of safety related fears I had. Now guys, I'm not trying to freak anybody out, if everyone has their own fears and everything like that, but guys, trust me, if you're a parent with a disability, we figure it out, right? We're master adapters, we're creative thinkers. You got this. I figured it out, and so can you. Okay, all right, yeah. So question number 4 is, what age were you when you became a mom, and do you recommend motherhood with a disability? Oh my, okay, getting a little personal. I don't mind sharing this though, guys. I was 33 and 35 when I became a mom. And do I recommend being a mom with a disability? Yes. Here's the thing though, guys. So I'm super passionate about this because I know there's a lot of y'all out there who want to be parents and are a bit scared, for whatever reason, whether it's your own insecurities or it's fears of ableism and society and the discrimination that parents with disabilities can face. With that said, guys, I just want to encourage you, if you feel like you have lots of love to give, you want to be a parent, you think you can provide a nourishing environment and guide them, teach them, keep them safe and protect them, then by all means, you should be a parent, and I highly recommend it. Because is parenting hard? Of course. And is it harder with a disability? You betcha. But it is so worth it, guys. And just because we have a disability does not mean we are not worthy and have the right, just like anyone else without a disability. We have lots of love to give. And in fact, I think it makes us better, awesome parents. Just throwing that out there. Okay, question number 5 is, do you make sacrifices as a mom with a disability? And if so, what are they? Do I make sacrifices? Of course. I mean, every mom makes sacrifices, right? There's the standard freedom, sleep, that's another big one, and sanity, that's pretty huge on my list. They test mine every day. From the perspective of with a disability though, I do have more eye fatigue. They want to go play outside on bright sunny days, and I have to think about all the preparation for them as well as myself. And it's really easy, guys, to forget to accommodate ourselves. So I would say, personally speaking, all the sleep deprivation and being outside a lot in the bright sun, it does affect my vision. It does create more eye fatigue, and I generally have more headaches also, just with all that. That being said, like I said, it's still worth it. Okay, question number 6 is, excuse me, editing Cindy, I'm so sorry. I have to jump in here, guys, because I forgot, I have a huge announcement at the end of this video, so please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified when I upload videos. It's going to be really important and related to the announcement at the end. So with that said, now let's move on. I can't wait to hear what that is. Okay, question number 6 is, what has been your worst experience as a mom with a disability? The worst experience. I would have to say when my daughter was 14 months old, we were out traveling, we were flying, we were on a layover in Baltimore, Maryland. We were coming out of an airport restaurant and all of a sudden my daughter stopped breathing. I freaked out. Of course, I freaked out. Everyone freaked out. No one knew what was going on. So we were taken by ambulance to the local children's hospital. Long story short, she ended up having 3 peanuts, or I don't know how many, but several peanuts that were lodged in her bronchial tube, and it was blocking air to her lung. So that's why she couldn't breathe. The doctor asked, if we had peanuts around the house, and my husband and I, yeah, we do, but they're always on the top shelf of our pantry at the time. And again, we're not sure how she got a hold of them. Some must have fallen somewhere. I have no idea, but regardless, the doctor did assure me that it was not anything related to my disability, because that kind of stuff unfortunately happens to families all the time throughout over the year, and they commonly see cases like this. So I believe the doctor. I don't think it really had anything to do with my disability. So yeah, it was terrible and it was scary as heck. Hey, sorry, I'm back, y'all. I had to pop away for just a few minutes to go take care of my kids, make sure they're situated, and switch my location up a little bit. So I hope you're still with me, hanging in there. Let's get to the next question. Okay, number 7. As a mom with a disability, what are some of your regrets? Ooh, goodness, this one's a heavy one. For mine, I think the biggest regret I have is that because of my disability, there are experiences that I just cannot provide my kids, things I want to do with them that I can't do because I'm legally blind. And it's heartbreaking. Those are very difficult moments for me as a mom. It's just something I really, really regret. However, it is out of my control. There's nothing I can do about it. There is no creative solutions for a lot of things. It just is what it is. I think a lot of us parents with disabilities struggle with those difficult emotions when our disabilities impact our kids. Another thing, my frustration tank is also quite full, a lot more than I wish it was, because so many tasks, as grateful as I am that I have the vision I have and can still do a lot of things, and as much as I've adapted and problem solved and all that stuff, there's things that still take me a long time, right? I mean, that's just part of having a disability. Things take longer, they're more stressful, they're more frustrating. And so because of that, my frustration tank gets full really quickly, really easily, on top of, managing and caring for the house and kids. So because of that, I might snap. I may not be the happy mom that I want to be. And I regret that too. I want to be that great role model for them of strength and endurance, and, I want to model all the great qualities that I want them to have. And when I'm running on empty, guys, I regret that I can't be the mom that I want to be. Next, okay, what is your biggest challenge in managing children and home with a disability? My biggest challenge, I think that's actually an easy one for me anyway. That would be carving out enough me time, just enough space and balance to take care of my needs and hygiene and me time and do the things that I want to do and my interests and hobbies, things like that. Those are always the hardest things to prioritize because we seem, or at least I do, I always tend to take care of everyone and everything in the house first. It's not that I don't value myself. You take care of all the things that's pulling at you. And so then I lose track of, okay, oh crap, I haven't done anything for myself today, or, oh man, I need to take a shower. When can I do that? All of us moms struggle with that balance, right? All right, number 9. What 3 things did you feel changed in life or marriage after becoming a mom with a disability? Oh, wow. 3 things. Well, first, for the marriage part, I would say, yeah, there's a huge shift there. And these days, with a 2 and a 4-year-old, it feels more like a partnership, like we're a team more than a couple, because at the end of the day, we're just like making sure all the boxes got checked. It's not very romantic. Before, there was a lot more dates and time for just us and conversations and exploring each other and all that stuff. And now yeah, you don't get a lot of time for that anymore. The second thing, I would have to say, there is a huge shift when you start to introduce children into the home, because yes, there was a lot more freedom. Even with a disability, you could still do what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it. If you need to go to the bathroom, hey, no big deal. Even the smallest things like that. Now it's like you have to announce, like, hey, no one freak out, I'm not leaving, I'm just going to the potty. So it's like there's a huge life shift there. You don't get to do what you want to do when you want to do it now. The third change for me that I felt was just the difficulty of having to give up a lot of the things I used to do that I loved doing. For example, running. I used to love running. Even as I'm legally blind, guys, and yes, you can still run outside. I even have a blind friend, and I think we're going to do a show later on in the summer about it, but he's totally blind and is an awesome runner and marathoner. So heads up, you'll get to meet Jamie a little bit, hopefully later on the channel. But I had to give that up, when I became a mom, because I couldn't go run with kids having a disability. It was a safety thing. It's also just a logistics thing. So getting used to the things that you have to give up. And I miss it. I want to get back into it. But the kids are not in a place where I can do that yet. Number 10. Yay, last question, guys. Okay, in your opinion, are you a better wife or a better mom with a disability? Wow. Oh gosh, that is a doozy of a question. Oh my goodness. That's a trick question. I don't think there is a good answer for that. I'm curious, do you all have an answer? Like, write in the comments below. What would be your answer? I don't think I have one, and I hate to say that. I think it just depends on when you ask me, because there's times when I prioritize my husband's needs, and there's times when you have to prioritize the kids' needs. And then there's, yourself, because like I say, I'm not a good mom if my frustration tank is full. So gosh, I don't know. I think it depends on when you ask and what phase the kids are in. So I'm sorry guys, I don't really have a good answer. There's times when I am a good wife and I'm focused on my relationship with my husband, and then there's times when I am a good mom because I am focused on them solely and making sure their needs are met and they are happy. So I don't have a good answer, guys. It is a loaded question, so good luck answering. I want to know what your answers are so bad. Now, guys, we have reached the end of the video. Here's the big announcement. Are you ready? April is the month for ableism awareness. Ableism, if you have not heard this term yet, is the term for the discrimination against people with disabilities. We use a lot of terms to describe that, but we don't actually use the term itself. We'll say misconceptions or misunderstandings or rude comments, but we never use the word ableism. So for the month of April, I am going to do my darndest to contribute to the awareness of this term and the awareness of the discrimination, especially us parents with disabilities face today, and the laws that need to be changed. So I'm going to try to post something Monday, Wednesday, Friday through the month of April to help raise awareness for ableism. It might be a quote, it may be a testimony, a factoid, something about ableism to help educate, to help motivate and encourage, and of course raise awareness through the month of April. So if you guys can tune in, and if any of those videos hit over 300, we'll say 300 views, I'm going to try to do a giveaway in the month of May. So that means you guys got to subscribe, you've got to hit that notification bell. Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. I'm going to try to post midnight the night before, just so that in the morning you've got that waiting for you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. View the video, check it out, share it to help raise awareness for ableism in the month of April. All right, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I hope you all have an awesome, blessed day. Thanks.